Okay, let's be honest with ourselves for a second now. There's way too much noise in the market around these new trends, these new business models, and quite frankly, they are way too competitive to actually make a stand in the market and actually succeed. So what I wanted to do in this video is give you 3 untapped agency models that I would actually do if I had to start all over again with no clients, no money, and no experience. So make sure you stick to the end of the video because I'm going to be giving you one that I'm actually going to pivot to in the future. So yeah, you do not want to miss that. But first of all, right, and even if you have a service already and you're just getting started, make sure you ask yourself these 4 questions. Really important. So the first one is, can your service be a productized offer? Now, I'm going to get into the actual the services in a minute, but I want to give you the foundations, because if I just tell you what to do and don't explain why and why I've chosen them and the thought process behind it, you'll still fail, because a lot of people look for the shiny things, whereas I want to teach you the actual foundations of how to build an agency. So is it a productized offer? Meaning that, is your service, the one that you choose, repeatable, and can you replicate it for more and more clients? Because as you scale and as you get 5, 10, 20 clients, what you're going to notice is that the altitude and the stress is going to get a lot higher. So you need a service that can be repeatable for each client, and you can scale basically, which normally people think about, because I see a lot of beginners, and what you'll naturally get a lot of temptation to take on businesses and get paid yourself, even though that it's a different service and it's something that isn't your main offer. And what's going to happen is, and I see this way too much, is that people take on like 5 clients and they're all doing like different things, and it's never going to work. It's never scalable. So the next one is the demand greater than the actual supply? So unlike these new models where there's thousands and thousands of people getting into them, we need to make sure that the demand is there in the market, and we need to make sure that we're providing a service that the market wants instead of what we want or what you want right now. So yeah, you shouldn't be selling what you want. You should be selling what the market wants, which also links to the third point, which is going to be, will it resonate? When we actually put our offer in front of our prospects and leads, will it resonate with them? Will it make them think, oh yeah, this is a pain point of mine that I need to eliminate and be solved? So that's really important. And the fourth one is it a good pricing model? Can we scale that? So from someone that gets pitched every single day on Instagram, I've got crazy insights into the B2B space, right? Because I get pitched every day, so I can tell you where the demand is, what I get pitched that I don't need, and what I don't get pitched that I do actually need. So yeah, first of all, I just want to say, stay away from video editing. I get like 5 DMs every single day from people offering me this. Same with copywriting, same with IPGA, and same with like the growth operating model. Please, it's way too competitive. You're just making it hard for yourself. But yeah, let's get into the 3 services or agencies that I would provide in 2024. So let me actually quickly make this like this. So the first one is going to be an AI infrastructure agency. Now, what does this mean? So a ton of small businesses who get traffic and lead flow to their social medias right now currently have an SMM, so a social media manager, someone on the actual account responding to inquiries, questions, or leads, or the business owners are doing it themselves. Now, what I want you to do is to create a plug and play, either a snapshot or some type of automation, which is an AI appointment booking bot to implement into their social medias. Now, it could be LinkedIn, it could be Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media they're getting their lead flow to. And this would be a convenience-based offer, meaning that there's less pressure on you to actually deliver results. Because if you're a beginner, if you charge or you do like these high-ticket services that all these other people push, you actually have to deliver on results. And if you're a beginner, you probably can't. So the reason this works so well is it's a convenience-based service, meaning that what you're doing or what you're selling or the problem you're solving is time related. You're saving the business owners time, which as a core offer, right, is valuable, and they're not going to expect you to get them crazy results because it's a convenience-based offer. So there's less pressure on you, but it does solve a big enough problem because you can cut the cost of hiring a social media manager for like a few thousand a month and just get, an AI appointment booking bot, which is, once again, really easy to replicate. But yeah, you can charge mid-ticket. Most people talk about high ticket, low ticket. Mid-ticket is honestly the best if you're a beginner. So around $500 a month, $750 a month, potentially 1K a month. That would be considered mid-ticket, which allows for monthly recurring revenue and an increased LTV. So an increased lifetime value of your clients will happen because they're not expecting these crazy ROAS, return on ad spends, or ROIs basically. And it's just a convenience-based offer that can obviously increase appointments because it's a 24/7 and 365-day AI bot. So obviously that's going to increase the conversions, which you will pitch that obviously, but you're also pitching the fact that it's massively convenient and they can increase profits by not hiring a social media manager. So that is really important. And now let's talk about who you would help. So mainly businesses that get good lead flow and get asked frequent questions. So this would be great, or putting an AI appointment booking bot would be into med spas, social medias, clinics, gyms, barbers, restaurants, all these places where they're getting questions on a day-to-day basis. That would be a good like niche to go for basically. So these are examples, but obviously the more creative you get, and don't just go for a niche that everyone goes for. So how would you deliver the service? Now, you would want to create an in-depth snapshot on Go High Level or Voice Flow or ManyChat, and for each client you would change the knowledge and database, but it's really repeatable, so you can do it for more and more clients, and as you scale, it's going to actually be something that you can scale to 10, 20k a month. Now, that is honestly a really good one that I would start if I was a potential beginner, because there's a demand in it. AI is a bit of a buzzword right now, and people want it and businesses want it, especially small ones. So now let's talk about the second one. So I get DMs every single day from editors wanting to do like short form content and all these things, and I've only ever had one to two people pitch me on the concept of thumbnails. Now, one of them is actually my editor. So imagine that. I've had two people pitch me something, and one of them is my current like thumbnail editor. Whereas I've been pitched hundreds of times on IG from like short form editors, and obviously I wouldn't do that, or wouldn't hire one. So as more and more people are starting brands, and we're in a creator economy right now, an attention economy, everyone is trying to get attention. Now, this means that you can get a piece of the pie by allowing them to get more views on the front end. So to increase click-through rate, which is done by a good thumbnail and title. So this would be the problem you're solving. Now, the price would be mid-ticket, but you would want a discount for a monthly retainer. So what this would look like is you would say to them, okay, John or whatever the name is, or the client name, you would say, okay, so I charge $30 or $40 per thumbnail, but if you want, I can do $500 a month and you get 15. So what that means is it's incentivized to actually go for the monthly retainers. Now, this is quite commonly known as incentive-based pricing, and you can use this for whatever service you have, or whatever offer you're running, where basically you'd want to offer them an incentive for an upfront payment, because upfront payments are always better, and you can always increase LTV quite commonly. So you always want to incentivize for an upfront payment. Other people do this with guarantees. So you could say that I will guarantee you an increase of 5% your click-through rate, or I could get you, 50% more views on your YouTube channel if you go with an upfront payment, but I can't offer you the guarantee if we go week by week or thumbnail by thumbnail. Hopefully that makes sense. You basically want to incentivize for more money upfront, so then you can deliver a better service by hiring better people. So who would you help? B2B, so business to business, creators, coaches, agencies, or anyone just building a personal brand. Literally, it's simple. Now, how would you deliver the service? Either you would create your own YouTube video and practice yourself, which is actually two-dimensional. Now, what I mean by that is not only can you build your personal brand yourself and build an audience yourself, you can also gain experience because you'll have to edit the thumbnails, which means that you can get really good at what you do and get clients in the same way. Or another option is you could just go on Upwork or Fiverr and put out a bunch of like job posts and try to qualify and find really talented but cheap talent to outsource to prior, and just have them on WhatsApp. So when you sign a client, you know you've got like a bunch of people you can message basically. So that's one way. Just make sure they have fast communication, because if they don't, then you're going to be absolutely screwed. So the third one, which is something that honestly I think is heavily underrated. Let's get into this. So it's a YouTube ads agency. Now, let me explain why, because you're probably thinking, why on earth would I do a YouTube ads agency? I don't even know how to run YouTube ads, etc. That's what you're thinking right now to yourself. And here's why. Facebook and Instagram ads are becoming more competitive than ever. They're old, they're outdated, the cost per lead and cost per acquisition are getting more expensive than ever, as well as the quality of leads aren't the best, because when you're targeting someone on Instagram, they're just scrolling, they're not really, they've got the brain cells of a goldfish, quite literally, and it's really hard to grab someone's attention in that first second or so in the actual Instagram ads or Facebook ads. So that leaves a problem, or it leaves an opportunity here, which is YouTube ads. Now, why are we choosing YouTube ads? And the reason is because you only pay per view, not impressions. So here's the difference. You only pay on a YouTube ad, right, when someone watches past 30 seconds. Think about that. You're only paying for when someone watches past 30 seconds. It's insane. Whereas an impression is someone that skips your ads. So, when you have the inskippable ads, maybe you had one before this video, if you actually skip the video, the person who's running the YouTube ads does not pay for it, which means that you can get thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of impressions for free without even paying for it. And you can actually target specific channels and run in-stream ads. So these are the in-video ads basically for this thing. Now, another reason why you may want to consider YouTube ads is because Google has 5 times more data than Meta. I think so, at least. But it's actually quite scary, because think about how many things you search on a day-to-day basis on Google, on YouTube. They've got so much data about you. It's actually crazy. You can basically target the top 10% household incomes in the US on YouTube ads, whereas on Facebook, I think they removed that. So on YouTube, right, every single person in the education space, so like you watching this video right now, you're in a learning mindset, meaning that we can target people who are actually wanting to learn, rather on Facebook and Instagram, they're just scrolling for like entertainment basically. So we're going to target people in the learning phase, in the learning mindset, who are more willing to buy and more open to try new things, which is why I would recommend everyone create a personal brand on YouTube. And if you follow me on Instagram, which I highly recommend doing because I post more free value, I'm actually dropping something insane on how you can grow a YouTube channel for literally like insanely cheap. It's crazy. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. I've got a few updates on that in the next few days. But anyway, the price is you can do a high ticket retainer or a rev share or both, so a mid ticket retainer. But if you're starting out, probably start with a rev share. So the goals are aligned, meaning that they know that you're incentivized as the media buyer to basically get great results, because you only profit when they do. So yeah, that's important. Now, you would basically want to do a done together model. The reason we aren't doing done for you or done with you, because done for you isn't scalable, so it's not productized. I mean, it is, but it's a bit harder if you're starting out. And a done with you is harder to kind of sell, because people just want it done for them, basically, if that makes sense. So unless you have an audience or you have people, then you can basically do done with you. But a done between the two, right, is a done together model. Which you basically help them set up, you help them implement it, you help them, set up the funnels and everything. And yeah, so who's it for? Anyone that's selling high ticket, basically. It's really up to you. Now, these are the 3 business models, or the 3 agencies, I should say, that I would actually start. Like, think about it. The demand is crazy for all of these. I would know, I get pitched all the time, and it's something that I would actually need, like YouTube ads or thumbnail agency or AI infrastructure agency. I've already got like all of these stuff sorted, but yeah, trust me, like these are the best agencies to start in 2024. Now, I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 10k subs before March, to be honest. I don't know if we'll do it, but if you subscribe, I want to make a deal basically. If you subscribe, right, I will put more and more videos out for completely free and put the content way higher, make more videos, put more value out. Yeah, so hopefully that's a good deal. Hit the subscribe button and like and comment whatever videos you want next. I'm going to be uploading an absolute ton this year, so you don't want to miss it. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. If not, no worries, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.